Hey everyone, so Brad got in touch and asked me to take a look at his website here, Brad's Drumming. Looks like an awesome dude, great teacher, smiling photos. Now I don't have time for a whole review of Brad's website, but I want to point out one thing that Brad should definitely change, and you, if you are watching, should also double check isn't happening on your website, and something that you should potentially change if it is. And so what I have told Brad is that this here, Brad's Drumming logo, cool, awesome. But this here, teaching drummers for 18 years, not the greatest opening line. And here, it's all about Brad. Brad Hobbs has taught drumming for over 18 years, his passion, blah, blah, blah. Brad makes this. So here, it's all about Brad. Here's all about Brad. And here's all about Brad. The only thing that's all about the customer here is kind of this, like, drum lessons for all ages. That's the only bit that really captures you about being about the customer. Now, he does right at the end say it makes everything fun and challenging with students, so they always want to come back. But what would be a much stronger approach for Brad is that if he changed this subheading to, instead of making everything sort of about him being the hero, and he is a hero, he's a great teacher, he's probably changed a lot of lives, but the thing that would make his site the best, he would get more inquiries, he would position himself better, is to turn it around so that the customers are the hero, of course. And so I suggested to Brad he should change this heading here and this information over here. So it says something like, what did I give him exactly? Something like, I teach people of all ages how to play the drums so they can impress their friends, perform on stage, or play along to their favourite albums at home. See how much more appealing that is? If you're coming to look for drum lessons and you might have 3 or 4 tabs open of other drum teachers in the area, and when you speak the customer's language, you're saying, I teach people of all ages. Great, well that's going to apply to all people. You're telling them exactly what you do. You teach them how to play the drums. And then you don't know, when people are looking at your website, why they're wanting to learn the drums. So you can't just pick one thing and double down on that in here and assume that that's what applies to everyone. So that's where you want to say something like, so they can impress their friends, they can perform on stage, or they can play along to their favourite albums at home. Now that's just an example. You might have 3 different things, you might have a 4th thing that's needed, whatever. You sit down and you brainstorm until you get the perfect sort of combination, but you're speaking the customer's language. You're telling them, this is the transformation I'm going to make in your life if you come and learn the drums with me. So that's my hot tip for Brad. I haven't had time to look at the rest of his website, but just like Brad needed to tweak this, you want to go take a look at your website and see, what do you have at the top? What's your opening line? How appealing is it to customers? Does it tell them directly what you will do, what change you're going to make in their life? Or is it all about you? Does it make you the hero? People are going to want to know more about you after you tell them what they do, what you do for them. And so that's when later on you can put in, references here. You might put an about Brad section or about you section there. You got all the great photos, people smiling, and so you tell them what you do first, and then you build the authority, explaining who you are and why you're the right person to help them with this. You do that a little bit later on. So there we go. That's my tip for you, Brad, and for anyone that is watching. I hope that helps you. All the best.